I'm back. Just as much as I want to be perfect, as much as I want to be that better person, I realize there's so much I'm doing that's positive and also parts that are negative. And for some reason, in those moments, I think this is a good idea. It's how could it go wrong, right? Not realizing the obvious, potential side effects or the more than likely failure that's going to happen. And obviously, you can learn from those failures, right? But once you repeat them and you repeat them, and it's the same thing over and over and over again, you should have already learned. I should have already learned. And that's where I'm kind of mixed up in all this, because I have this perception of myself where I want to be better. I want to be perceived in the way that I imagine myself. Yet I'm not doing those things to get those rewards, if you will. It could be from getting home from TAFE and I could do something. I could do anything. But what do? I eat. Cool, good. Have your food. You know, you need it. But then it's, oh, well, while I'm eating, I'll, watch YouTube or I'll watch a TV show or something, to keep me occupied. Not realizing the damaging effect it's going to have on me. Because I'm going to finish eating. I'm going to sit there, watch that end of episode, go up to the sink, might not even wash the bowl because I'm like, well, the next episode's about to start. I could pause it. But I go, well, the next episode's about to start, so, well, why does it matter? Well, the next YouTube video. And that's where I get caught in this cycle. I get caught in this loop, and I can recognize it. And breaking out of it is like, well, is this the life you want? Is this what you see yourself as? Is this where you want to go in life? And in saying that, I realize, well, no, why would I want this? Yet I still do these things constantly. I still build these habits that aren't going to help me. They're not going to help anyone. So, something I've noticed is not doing that straight away. If I come home and I go outside 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and I just do something, it doesn't have to be anything major, just something around the house, outside the house, as long as I'm not sitting down the second I get home, then I'm like, okay, and go, and go, and go, and go, and go, and go. I have a shower, same thing. Oh, I listen to some music, I'll relax. And then what? I get out of the shower, I'm like, I don't really feel like doing anything. Do it at the end of my day. Let it be a reset, just debrief of myself, Yeah, I'll have it after, I eat, or after I'm like, well, I've sat here for an hour and a half, 2 hours, doing nothing. So I guess I'll have a shower now because, I've got to move through my day. And no, it's like, well, what can I do to better myself? What will I do to make my future self not even happy, but be proud of the performance that I have produced? And in saying that, I go, well, what do I need to do? What actions do I need to take? Do I need to make my bed if I haven't made it in the morning? Do I need to create content? Do I need to record myself? Do I need to edit my content? Do I need to update my schedule throughout the week? What do I need to do? And that's where it becomes this bigger thing than it needs to be. That's where it becomes this enthralling beast where I go, well, what's the point? What am I as one person going to do compared to the teams of people out there? But I'm comparing myself then to people who once were by themselves, or they just had started a team. I'm comparing myself to the top echelon of people. Rather than doing that, I need to realize that, okay, my journey's just begun. My life has merely started. And I'm getting to achieve these things and these milestones at my own pace. But that doesn't mean I should slow down. It doesn't mean I should stop myself from doing all of this shit. And as every day passes, I lay in bed and I just think, what am I doing? What did I achieve today? Is there anything that I genuinely did that would have made me proud? And how would my, great grandparents feel about the life I'm living? How would they feel about the things I'm doing every single day? How would past generations look at me and go, yeah, he's doing the right thing. He's doing the thing that's, getting him to where he wants to be. No. And I can see that and I can visually recognize that. The hardest thing for me is I'm not taking action when I know I need to. I sit there, I procrastinate, and I bullshit myself through it. I go, well, it's okay. It's just this one time. But how many one times can you have? How many? And that makes you think, right? At least it makes me think and go, well, if I go and I look back over my entire life, if I go back, how many times have I said, just this once? Just this one single time. Okay, well maybe, a couple more times. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to quit. Where did it get me? What did I do? Why not just stop? And that's the thing. Yeah, your mind can feel like it's pushing you to do those things. Okay. But you're the one in control. You're the one who can stop those things. You're the one who is able to perceive the things you are. You're really going to let your mind control you in the things you do? It's just insane to me that it doesn't seem like anyone cares or understands or even appreciates the fact that their mind is so powerful. It saddens me because as everyone can see, wow, like, look how great this person could be. And then there's the person's own expectations of themselves. And then there's who they actually are. And the thing is, you can move towards your goal. You can move towards their goal. But you have to do that. The you right now needs to make that possible. You need to make a step in the right direction. You need to take some fucking time and realize that I'm not perfect. No one else is perfect. Everyone's figuring out their own shit. Everyone's gone through their own shit. But what can I do to better my life, my family's life, and the people around me? What can I do? And although I've considered the question, and it's also made me ponder on what it means to be the right person, to be great, to be something. Now, I would consider a life worth living as a life you enjoy. Not just a life that you're happy with, a life you enjoy. Not everything has to be good. Not everything has to be bad. But recognizing that it was a good life no matter what. And by no means do I say this in any stupid way in the hopes that, something bad happens, but if I were to die tomorrow, would I be happy with where I am? And that makes me think, well, yes and no. What side do I lean more towards? No. And I say that because I feel like I haven't accomplished anything. I feel like I haven't done anything. Like I haven't provided, not just for my family, for friends, but even for myself. And for me, that's a hard thing to wrap my head around. To go, okay, well, like, fuck, man, what am I gonna do with my life? And I'd like to say that every day it gets easier and I can understand it and I'm moving towards that goal, but in reality, no matter the goal, I need to move toward it rather than just sitting here and doing nothing. Although I'm happy with my progress, I'm happy with the way I can convey myself often. I wish for more. I don't just hope for greatness, I want to achieve greatness, I want to obtain it. And nothing will ever feel quite the same because I'm just chasing something. And I know that's the case. I know that I can go down this road of chasing happiness, of chasing a feeling, a something. Or I could chase a life worth living. I could chase a life where I'm trying to benefit those that I love. But also they go hand in hand. I wouldn't say a work-life balance is possible in that regard. Simply because when you're trying your hardest, when you're at your best, a lot of the time we have to be so put into it. We have to put all of our time, all of our energy, all of our soul into what we're doing. Like this video, I can't sit here and journal and fucking read and I can't do a whole bunch of things at the same time. Yeah, I could split them up throughout the day. Yeah, I could try and, even them out as best as possible. And it's possible, right? But it comes down to what you want more. Do you want that life? Do you want the life of not just enjoying, but being there with your family, being there with those loved ones? Or do you want to achieve things? Do you want to be that better person, but create a life for everyone around you? I want to say it's tricky. And no matter how much I think and I think and I think, it all comes down to what I'm going to do. What am I doing every day? Am I just sitting here in my room? Am I just waiting for something to happen? Am I waiting for a better life, but I'm not taking the action? I'm not taking the steps to actually achieve it. Where does that get me? Where does that put me in the world? Why do I want to be better, but I don't do the things that make me that? Why don't I create the life I want? Because it's possible, and I know it is. I've gotten so far. I've chosen the right things. so many times. Yet I'm trapped in this rabbit hole of thinking. I can do so much. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I can do. It matters what I am doing. I'll leave it here because it's not about me. It is, but I hope it has some relevance for you. In either a way of you achieving something in your life, or understanding that action can help in many, many ways, and it's okay to have struggles, and it's okay to not be perfect, and it's okay to not understand everything. We're all human, but live the life that makes you happiest. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. It doesn't matter the things that people try and tell you should do. It's what you live for. It's what you believe. It's what you make of the life you live. That's all.